Yo, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. For any of you guys who are new here, my name is Levi. And I took you guys off the tripod because it looked like you guys were gonna flop everywhere with like any little bounce that was on the road. This morning I woke up a little kind of on edge. I don't know what it is or what it was. Like, I just felt kind of irritable, you know? And this happened last year with like my last bodybuilding cut. It's just because simply like your body is deprived of like the food that it's used to, the food that it needs. You know, you're losing weight as well, and your body wants to hold on to that weight. So it's like in a state of, I would say, just very uncomfortableness.
What?
Like like discomfort. And so times I feel very agitated because of that, and it's things that don't normally make me feel agitated. It was like last year, I remember when I was getting ready for my bodybuilding show, my friend Ezra, like there were so many countless times where I would be like in a weird mood, or like he'd piss me off and he wasn't even like doing anything wrong. He would just like ask me a question and I would bring it to like a level that it really wasn't even that big of a deal, or wasn't even that dumb of a question. I mean, some of the questions were dumb, don't get me wrong. It sucks, but like one of the things that I've learned from it is that it's okay to have emotions. Like, it's okay to be angry. It's okay to, you know, be sad. It's just what you do after you experience that emotion is what matters. That's why, like, I don't get the whole thing on the internet where it's like, oh, can learn to control your emotions. It's like, no, emotions come and go. Like, they're a part of the human experience, and they're most of the time like out of our control. It's just what we decide to do when we experience those emotions is what we can control. Like, control that. So like, that's one of the things I'm trying to do today. Even though I might be like a little irritable, I might be a little on edge, I still gotta, you know, show up. I still gotta do the work, and I still gotta get to the gym, and that's what we're doing right now. We got some back and shoulders, and I'm pretty sure Rory's gonna say something about being late, but I had to grab gas, Rory. So here's the thing with a lot of back exercises that I myself do, and I know a lot of you guys out there probably do, and maybe not some of you specifically, just a large majority. When you're doing back exercises, sometimes you're focusing so much on how much weight you can pull rather than the contraction. It took me a while, but when I started doing that, I had to drop down the weight. I had to let go of my ego a little bit. Some of you guys out there, if you're not getting the results that you want, like you're not getting the definition of your back thickness, you're not getting the leg thickness, maybe it's time to lower the weight, focus on the range of motion, the time under tension, and really mind-muscle connection so you can get the muscle working the way that it's supposed to, so you can get the results that you want. Something I have to remind myself, and something that has really blown up my back over the course of like the last couple of years. I didn't weigh myself this morning. It's been about 2 weeks since I weighed myself, so we're gonna do that really quick. They got a scale in here. Mind you, I have the camera in my hand, so it's like another pound and a half. Actually, I'm probably gonna step on it without the camera and then get it on camera. So there it is, 168.5, which is actually all new low. It was 169 like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, like I said, the last time I weighed myself. So pretty good, doing relatively well. I wanted to hold that weight for a little while because last time I came into my show at like 159, 160. So I was like kind of losing weight a little fast. So I don't know, we'll see though, because I am planning to get leaner this time. So really quick, here's a physique update and how lean I'm looking, current shape, everything, all good stuff. Lighting's not too great in here, but that's what we're looking like. Posing after a workout was like the worst, dude. It's just like so mentally draining.
physically too.
So I'm sitting here trying to edit, right? And while I'm trying to edit, my stomach and my brain are being extremely loud.
Right here. All your needs will be met.
I'm hungry!
In a minute!
And they're being loud because I'm hungry, right? Like, no shocker there, right? For those who've been keeping up with the bodybuilding prep, like, this is just part of the process. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about it because I know not everyone wants to be a bodybuilder on here or even do bodybuilding, but I know a lot of you guys probably want to, you know, maybe lose weight one day or get really, really lean. And I wanted to talk about some consequences that come with that because I don't want it to be a surprise to any of you guys. So when you're trying to get lean and stuff, there's going to be consequences like hunger, right? Like, you're going to be hungry when you initially start to lose weight because you're going to drop calories. You're going to do something that your body's not used to. It's going to be very uncomfortable, you know, for the time being, but it's going to have a reward at the end. And for me, it's looking good on stage. It's, you know, placing well at my show. For you guys, it might just be like a healthier lifestyle. Like, your body will adjust to these things. So I don't want you guys to think, you know, when you're trying to get lean and whatnot, or you're trying to get shredded, that, you know, the feeling that comes with it is just going to stay forever. No, it's going to come and it's going to go eventually, right? And so there's massive benefits to obviously getting leaner. Obviously, you don't want to get like bodybuilding lean unless you are preparing for a bodybuilding show. But, you know, you don't want to carry around excess fat. Like, your body doesn't like to do that. You know, and also, you know, you will be a little maybe energy deprived at first because you're operating with an abundance of energy, which can actually make you tired because then your body has to work harder with more weight on it and whatnot. And so, yeah, it can be really difficult. And like, for me, I think one of the difficult things right now is just being able to do work. Like, I'm experiencing brain fog, and I don't think it's just, it kind of brings me on another topic where, like, you know, you see people on the internet, you see people online, and you think like, oh, this person's so lucky to look this way. Oh, this person just looks amazing to eat. Like, you don't know what some of these people are sacrificing to like look a certain way. You know, I feel like I'm kind of an example of that, but I'm being very real and open with you guys compared to like the photo of someone you might just see on Instagram. Like, this is no joke. You know, this is real. Like, I'm struggling here to like just get something done because I'm so hungry. And I was also like, this is like my third take. My other two takes were good, but I had such like, I couldn't process my thoughts well enough because I'm hungry. Like, I can't focus too well. So, you know, I want you guys to understand that. You know, so don't, you know, expect it to be easy. And then when you go through it, don't, you know, expect consequences or, you know, sacrifices to come with. You know, everything works that way. So I just want to keep it real with you guys. Like, this is tough, man. You know, last bodybuilding show I didn't have the luxury of being able to, I would say, experience these feelings that much because I was on a medication that really dulls my emotions. Now that I'm able to feel it, it's pretty intense compared to what I had experienced. When you're hungry, your body gives you a shot of cortisol because it's like a survival mechanism. Like, you're hungry, so it's trying to say, hey, go get food. And fighting that is really difficult, you know, because you're using your conscious versus your subconscious kind of. So super difficult, but now it's time for lunch. So I haven't done a full day of eating since being on the bodybuilding prep, I don't think. I also moved channels, so I honestly can't remember. But this is one of the meals we have. I will be making a full day of eating about everything else, but this is 2 packets of instant cream of wheat, a scoop of protein powder by Transparent Labs, I should say a half a scoop. And then we also have peanut butter mixed in with it, a tablespoon, and my sister's making fun of me. She said it looked like, I don't know, like a homeless man's meal or something like that. I don't know what she was saying, but whatever. She's saying I can't say that or else I'm gonna get canceled or something. I don't know. I can say what I want. but that's what was said. Also, I don't know how many of you guys follow me on Instagram, but I shared this new flavor of protein powder by Transparent Labs, and the more that I've had it, I haven't updated it to my audience on Instagram, but this is by far the best flavor of protein Transparent Labs has ever dropped now, in my opinion. This is vanilla oatmeal cookie. It's like the French cinnamon, no, French cinnamon, what is it? I have it somewhere. The cinnamon toast one. It's very similar to that one in the sense that you can like mix it with anything, but I think this one, just having a more neutral, like kind of, not necessarily neutral, but cinnamon can be very, I would say, strong, and vanilla isn't as strong. Just its ability to be more mixed with more things without overpowering anything gives it that edge. So congrats to vanilla oatmeal cookie. If you guys are interested at all, code Levi will save you 10% off on your purchase. They also just dropped protein bars. Haven't got my hands on them yet, but by the time this video releases, they will be released as well. So here's the thing. This meal might look very bland, and that's because it is. But the thing is, like, I'm not trying to eat to have like the best tasting thing ever. I'm sacrificing the flavor so that I can get lean for my show. And that's the problem with like a lot of people when they're trying to get lean or something. They're like, oh, I don't want my food to taste good. I want all this. It's like, if you want to get lean, some things take sacrifices. Like, I'm not eating for flavor, I'm eating for fuel at this point. And if you're trying to get lean, you're trying to get shredded, I don't recommend you try to find the most flavorful thing, because I just feel like that's gonna lead into, I would say, a dangerous path of eating something that's not good for you, and then you just won't reach your goal. So if you're trying to get lean, start eating for fuel rather than trying to eat for flavor all the time. UV, it's a couple days later, and I'm going hunting now for elk on the west side of my state. Not the east side this time. Last time you guys saw in the video, we were on the east side. We were going for mule deer then, so a little different now, a little different bit of scenery. This time I'm not gonna bring my camera though. Too much of a liability and too much to honestly bring around, and the GoPro is a lot more easier because I can use a chest strap and I can record a lot more things than just like having to pull my camera out, and especially if I'm like aimed up on something, you know, the GoPro can be going at the same time. Whoever's coming to pick me up, I got all my meals packed and prepped for being on the road. It's one thing that sucks about being on prep is like, you know, you take for granted like those moments where like, you know, you can just pick up something on the side of the road and eat it to fuel your stomach and have some fun. So it's all part of the process though. But yeah, won't be bringing my camera, so next time I see you guys, it'll probably be on the GoPro. Cooking up on the Coleman with the propane. Gotta get the meal prep in. That's what we're on right now. Just pulled it out of the container. It just makes a huge difference when it's heated up. Like, I know the scent looks a little extra, but it goes such a long way. How we doing today, Rory? What's
chilling,
the deal?
chilling. Levi's scaring all the elk away, but it's all good. Get out there and get on some more in a little bit.
Yeah.
What you like to see.
Cheers, my friends. Yeah, we're just taking a little bit of an intermission right now, just trying to get some damn dying over there. That's what scared the elk away. We're just getting some food in before we go. We're gonna make our last big push for the day. Right now, this morning, yeah, we did spook one and it went off, and so now we're gonna go try to see if we can get another area popping with some luck of ours, even though we do not have the best luck. So we'll see what happens, you know. I'm just gonna cook this up, get it done, get going. Here, I can help you. So we're back, man, and it was, dude, it was like an amazing experience. You know, we didn't get anything, but I don't know if you guys saw, I'm pretty sure like I put some subtitle on it or something, but we actually encountered a bull, and that was nuts, you know. Rory was kind of explaining to me how lucky I was, because usually it takes people some years to see their first bull. And I saw it, you know, like my first time ever going elk hunting. And essentially what happened was, he was kind of like, this bull is kind of in like an open field. We heard him from ways away and followed like fresh track up to him. We heard him, circled around through the edge of the tree line looking in, and the brush is so high in between there where he was that it was like pretty difficult to see, but we could see his antlers just like raking up on a tree. His cow dipped at one point. I don't know if she heard us or whatnot, but she dipped. He looked around, didn't see her, and then he took off, and that was it. But Rory's brother-in-law got one, so that was pretty cool. But overall, super awesome experience. Aside from that experience, like I learned a lot, not just from like the hunting thing, but just about myself and this, how do I word this, like this cut, this thing.
What do you mean by that
I'm doing, you know, like I talked last time about how, like, you know, you take a lot of things for granted, but this time I've learned so much about myself in other areas that I didn't know. And I think one of the things that I learned about myself is how much I really enjoy to get out away from things without having to feel so restricted at times. Like, I'm a very disciplined individual, but I realize like I really do enjoy my time when I can breathe a little bit, you know. And I'm not hard on myself because I don't like myself. I'm hard on myself because like I have big aspirations and stuff. So I learned that about myself because I'm gonna be honest, I was like suffering out there. I was like starving, you know. We're putting in 18,000 steps one day, 15,000 steps the next day, and these aren't just easy old steps. These are hiking steps. And if you know anything about that, that is some serious steppage. Probably more calories than I burn in a day where I'm like pushing a hard workout and maybe even going for a hard run. Like, it's pretty brutal, and I felt like crap here and there sometimes hiking. Like, you know, I tried to stay in like a positive mood, and I think I did a good job of that. But man, today I feel like absolute dog shit. Like, I feel terrible. I think it's just like the sleep wasn't well. You know, I'm pretty low on food. Like, I looked in the mirror this morning, like I thought for a while like, oh, I wasn't shredded enough. Like, I looked in the mirror just now, I was like, holy crap, I am freaking lean. Like, I'm not like bone shredded yet, but I'm pretty damn lean, and I can like feel it. Like, it kind of feels like my body's like shrunk, because it kind of has. See, these are the things that like a lot of people don't tell you, and I think I may have mentioned this in this video. Like, you know, you see the hard work that people are putting in, but like you don't know what they're giving up for that. And I felt so bad because in the last video that I made for my full day of eating, I was so monotone throughout the whole video. Like, I was like, oh yeah, but like I watched it back and I'm like, holy crap, dude. And people that are new are probably thinking like, this guy is boring as hell, he's in a bad mood. I'm not in a bad mood, I'm just tired, and you know, I'm lean. Like, it's hard, I don't have that much energy. So, you know, that kind of does suck a lot. Not kind of, it really sucks. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. This is part of the process. I've been saying that through these videos. Like, you know, you got to embrace the suck, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do. And, you know, we got a little over a month left. We got, how much do we have? We have all of October, so that's about 4 weeks. We have one more week of September, and then we have a whole week of November. So we're looking at 6 weeks left, about 6.5. So we're almost there, you know, we're getting there. I need to shave. Looking like Pedro out here. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a like. If any of you guys are new here, do not forget to press that subscribe button, because you guys know we'll be back. And as always, die trying to do what you love, because the sky is the limit. And I'll see you all in the next one.